Greetings investors. I am Harshil, part of the investment strategy team here at ithought. Our journey has been a fascinating one. Since inception, we have never been chasers. We as a house are deep rooted to focus more on portfolio construction and analytics. This approach has helped us to stay ahead of the market, and the rewards for such a divergence has been more than sufficient. The time now is right to take this model that we've built over the past decade and push it even further by including ETFs in our baskets and curate portfolios that are demat backed. This would also empower us to take advantage of the extreme pessimism in the market by adding very selectively a few stocks in the portfolio when presented with the right opportunity, keeping in line the investor's risk profile. This model will result in a portfolio with superior quality investments at a much lower cost while managing risks efficiently. You may ask why this approach of having equity shares, equity MFs and equity ETFs in the same portfolio. The investment objective of each instrument is different. Take for example one of the most widely used ingredients in the Indian household, spices. Now spices come in various forms, but the most common of all are powdered, dried and liquid. Now spices are meant to add a little flair to the food and it manages to do so very well. But the way in which each of those forms are used is different. Now it can be used as a combination of forms or a single one depending on the nature of the item. Likewise, equity MFs, equity shares and equity ETFs may be of the same asset class, but the engine that drives performance is vastly different. The factor that separates them apart is risk. Now, equity MFs are very well diversified and actively managed, so the risk is well balanced. Equity ETFs are plain vanilla products that mimic the index, so the only risk that you are exposed to is the sentiment of the market, whereas equity shares are exposed to various risks relating to the economic condition of the country and the environment in which the company operates. Having a layered approach to managing such risks will help us in getting more out of the instrument and in turn the asset class. Equity as an asset class does spice up the overall wealth allocation, and using it with all three options will help us to layer up and spice up the portfolio much better. We are confident that this approach will not only help us to stay ahead of the market but will also keep you ahead of the market. To know more about how we would guide you through your investment journey, please feel free to get in touch with us. Stay safe and stay invested.